What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today we're going to be talking about a lot of Ed Boon tweets. If you don't know who Ed Boon is, he is the creative chief officer of Mortal Kombat. Everything having to do with Mortal Kombat, NRS, all that stuff. Without no Ed Boon, there would be no Mortal Kombat. And a lot of people like to act like he doesn't have a lot of say what goes on in the game. He's just, kind of there and the creator, but I don't believe that, and I hope you don't either. So there were a lot of tweets by him that could change the future of competitive Mortal Kombat forever. And it is a very welcome change. And we're going to get right into that. But I want to mention something before I start reading the main big tweet, because this is very important. A lot of people do not realize that Mortal Kombat players do not make a lot of money. I know, like, if you're newer to the scene, you might not believe that, but you can literally get on Twitter and ask them yourself. If you are a casual player newer to the FGC, I know the term professional, it means making a living off of what you're doing. And a lot of pro players aren't making a comfortable living off of playing Mortal Kombat, not even a decent living, or sometimes it's just, play money dang near, because there's not a lot of money in the Mortal Kombat scene. Now that goes for, the whole FGC scene pretty much. It's not a lot of money in it compared to other competitive scenes, but Street Fighter, they are doing like their thing when it comes to supporting their players. They've already had like $2 million tournaments. Like within the short time that Street Fighter 6 has been out, Street Fighter 6 has given out more money to players than NRS has with their whole competitive catalog. They've given out more money in one game. So that should kind of show you how, low the money is for NRS players. And they're an NRS player's best bet when it comes to wanting to make money off the game, to have a comfortable living, is going to content creation. That's what a lot of them have done. And even then, sometimes that's still not enough for them. So if you don't believe that, you can literally go ask a lot of the pro players yourself. Like, I've been in the MK scene for a while, so I know for sure that there is not, a lot of money in the scene overall. So that's why a lot of them take the content creation route. So, and it's completely NRS's fault. Now, the best chance that the players have too is to go play a lot of these online tournaments out here too and everything, but the money given out in MK for how big the game is to the pro players, it's an absolute joke. It really is. So what Ed Boon just said in this tweet is a very big deal. So we're going to go ahead and bring this tweet up right here, because this is very important. This could change the future of Mortal Kombat. So if we scroll right over here, Ed Boon said, and I can't believe some people voted no to this: if we were to have Mortal Kombat Pro Competition Season 2, would you like to see us release costumes / shaders to support the prize pools for it? Now, this is a big deal. This could change everything for the competitive scene. The competitive scene for Mortal Kombat right now is pretty much looked at as dang near a joke. I'm just being honest. Do not come for the messenger. Like, you got the Tekken players out there right now. While Tekken ain't even getting like the Street Fighter money, the support for the scene when it comes to tournaments is crazy. Even Guilty Gear, like the big three, obviously being MK, Street Fighter, Tekken. If you want to say number 4, that's Guilty Gear. And their tournament presence dang near like double quadruples what MK has, and they're nowhere near as big as MK. The MK competitive scene is not that big, and I feel like a big reason for that is because of the money. Now, some people might argue that, well, Tekken don't give out a lot of money and their scene's still big, which, yes, you can argue that, but when you have a scene that needs to be built up more, because people didn't start playing NRS games like very competitively. I want to say, I don't want to answer that for sure, but I would say MK9 during the NetherRealm era, it's when, it started to get taken more seriously. Now, don't fact check me on that. That's just what I'm assuming, basically, because I know the other scenes have a long tenured competitive scene. So this is actually a big deal because the NRS scene, while it's looked at as a joke, unfortunately to a lot of the other scenes, I honestly don't feel like the Tekken players have any right to look at the MK scene as a joke because their pro tour was $5,000. The only people that got room to talk is the Street Fighter players, if I'm keeping it real. The Street Fighter players are the only people that can really make fun of the NRS scene because the Street Fighter money compared to the NRS scene's money they give to the pro players is a joke compared to Street Fighter. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this yet because I did a couple takes of this video, but Street Fighter 6 alone, I mean alone, has given out more money with one game than NRS has ever given out in their entire catalog of competitive gaming with Street Fighter 6. So, in case you don't know, MK10 had these two skins right here, which were fire. I have them both in the game. It was this Ermac skin and the Sub-Zero skin, and there was a Scorpion one too, but I don't know if they used the Scorpion one for the prize pools. But what they did with those two skins right there is they used the money to fund the scene. And I feel like NRS should do this like on the regular because NRS is a big name. They could use the big name of NRS to grow the scene, but they're just not doing it. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why. They could literally put 3% of their earnings into MK and have a huge competitive scene. They don't even have to do much, but for some reason they don't want to do it. That's why I think that this tweet is actually a big deal, because this one tweet, even though he did say don't take a lot of this serious in one of these right here, he said, you can read the disclaimer if you want. And he was saying, you know, don't take it too serious. This is just like polls and everything. But I feel like people need to blow this up because this could make the scene much bigger. The competitive scene will become bigger, competitive, and better than ever if there's more money added to it. There's just not enough money in the Mortal Kombat competitive scene. There isn't. For as big as MK is, the money that they give out for the most part is a joke. Now, obviously the Pro Tour is giving a decent chunk of change, and they've given out a decent chunk of change before, but I'm talking about we're talking about consistency here. And when it comes to how much money they've given out consistently, it has not been very good. So this is great. When they release these skins, I hope that the player base will support the skins. I will be supporting the skins because the amount of money that the high level MK has in it is just an absolute joke. And there needs to be something done about it. People don't talk about it as much. This was a suggestion that Sonic had a long time ago, and I feel like he was completely right about this. This is what they need to be doing. So that's all I wanted to say regarding that. So if you just came here for that part of the video, me talking about what's happening, that is what's happening, and that is a very big deal. So we're just going to have some fun right here. We're going to go over, let's see what he got going on in these polls right here. So what other Mortal Kombat movie skins would you want to see in MK1? You're going to see what I'm going to vote here. So I suggest y'all go here and vote too. So I would say the MK movie just because I watched it. All right. And this is a good one right here. When did you first start playing Mortal Kombat? Now, personally, my first Mortal Kombat ever when I was younger was Armageddon, you know, but I didn't really know what I was doing when I was playing that game. I was like really young. In case people don't know, I am 27 years old. So back when Armageddon came out, I didn't know what I was doing. The one I knew what I was doing was MK10. That's what I consider my official first MK, but it was really Armageddon because my mom got it for me as a present. All right, which of these returning guest fighter combat packs would you want to see? Oh, hold up. Freddy, Kratos, Texas Chainsaw. We didn't got enough of the horror people. Alien, Predator, and Jason. If they actually did this, this would be cool because I don't think they have done this before. I definitely don't want Terminator, RoboCop, Alien, Predator, Jason. Just because of Kratos, I'm going to have to go with the MK9 one personally. All right, and that's what we talked about in the video right there. What was your favorite part about Mortal Kombat Aftermath? I would definitely say the fighters, of course. Speaking of cameo fighters, oh, he had a little Farrah thing he was showing off there. Which MK movie fighter would you want to see join the cameo roster in MK1? Mm, mm, I'm gonna go with Cole Young. Oh, that wasn't a popular choice, but I don't remember who Art Lean is, honestly. What was your favorite in the prison? Favorite modes? Honestly, I wish they would bring the crypt back. Like, the crypt was not all that interesting when it first came out. I mean, the crypt is not all that interesting because you kind of do it and then it's over with. But I definitely prefer going in the crypt, knocking all the crap out in one day, getting all the skins, and then these crappy invasions. So I'm definitely going with bringing the freaking crypt back. If we created an alternate voice, who would commentator voice? Oh, Ed Boon Scorpion would be entertaining. Yep. And there we go. So those are all the polls right there. If you wanted to know what my answers would be for the polls, I suggest y'all go look at the polls as well. But the main thing, like I said, this is a huge deal. If we end up getting support for the tournament scene, like actual real support, like we should be getting, like Street Fighter 6 is giving their players, then no telling how big the Mortal Kombat scene could get. And I think that's going to be very great for the players and everybody. You know, a bigger scene means more people coming in the scene. The scene gets more money. Maybe we'll get more games faster and not have to wait, you know, freaking 4 years for a title to come out like we did this time. You know, but that's a whole nother argument because a lot of people say they want them to take their time on making them, and then when they do, they get mad. So that can be a whole nother video topic. But let me know in the comments below. So if you see these two skins right here, they're kind of like metallic, like ninja skins. So if they do this, let me know in the comments, who do you want to see a metallic skin for in the game? I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Nickopz out.